Yeah, I don't know. Like,
Brandon.
I don't know if I'm throwing up with it.
No, shame, don't.
Okay, joking, let's get to it.
Oh my god! Hello lovelies, today I am joined with one of my very good friends and fellow YouTuber, Brandon Berg.
Ding.
Who recently made a little, I'll say very little announcement on Instagram. We'll just put it here. I'm just gonna read the whole thing.
Like one
wow, that's... Okay, well, the gist of it is...
Basically, I came out a little bit like uncomfortable with the whole naming, the whole labeling process.
I definitely got that.
Yeah.
You're just Brandon.
Yeah, I'm a human.
And I'm going to respect that. So we thought we'd break the ice on my channel.
I don't know why, but I feel like it's very scary to do it on my own. So I'm glad that I'm able to be here. And
Safe
I'm a
space.
safe space. Let's get to it.
So what I'm really interested in is the first time that you realised that something was different.
It was as a young boy, only once I really started going to school and once it became like a thing, you know, because when you are so little that like no one really knows what they're thinking at 5.
Yeah.
So like only once you put into like an institution with other boys and other girls and whatever, and people are like, this is my boyfriend, this is my girlfriend, and it started to become like, oh, when you grow up you get a girlfriend, or when you grow up you get a boyfriend. And I always did feel like, well, what about a boy? Like, can a boy be with a boy?
Were you able to communicate them in any way?
No, and that's the worst part about it, I think, is you like stuck inside yourself. Now that I've gotten older and that I like am looking for a partner, obviously, because that's what everyone wants to do, I've only acted on it now.
And do you think that caused any kind of anxiety in your life and like different aspects of your life?
Yeah, I think I was very angry at the world for a long time. Like I felt I would get very, very frustrated very quickly. And I think a lot of the reason was because I was constantly upset. Like deep down, I would never really be 100% like happy.
I don't know if this has any correlation, but I remember when we had that meetup in Cape Town.
Yes.
I remember afterwards you were so down. And I don't know if you were just tired or if there was something else going on.
No,
Were you
I was
just
really
tired?
tired. I was really tired. I think maybe the first time that I got to meet the viewers, and like because I knew I wasn't being 100% myself to them, and they were being so sweet to me, and I was like, lol, I'm kind of lying. It did also, everything you do though, it would affect your mood.
Yeah, subconsciously it sort of weighs on you.
Yeah, it's like you're keeping a secret or you're lying to people that you like love.
So I know you went to quite a strict school. It was an all-boys school.
Yeah.
Do you think that maybe had anything to do with the fact that you didn't want to talk about how you're feeling?
Yeah, it definitely did have an impact. I went to a very like rugby orientated like boy man school, and I think also because of my small fame or whatever you want, like YouTube whatever, I'm so used to having those types of schools comment on my videos like faggot, gay, why do you speak like that, why is your hair like that, blah blah blah. It definitely did have like an impact on me, and I noticed even more than how like different I am from the normal.
I'm just trying to think of that, like going to school every single day, because school is really your life.
Yeah.
During that time. Maybe your YouTube channel was a way to distract from the bullying? Or...
I mean, yeah, yes, definitely. I think not so much like the gay, but definitely the bullying. Like it was a way, I always took comfort in coming home and watching YouTube videos because a YouTube is like a friend. And because I had no friends, I wanted to be a friend to like others.
YouTube is YouTube, but social media can sometimes delve into your personal life. And if you're not fully a character like Miranda Sings, you're going to be personal. So did you feel like at one stage you just wanted to be truthful on social media, and then you went ahead?
I mean, of course, that's why I finally did it. And also because I'm in a relationship right now, I noticed how much it was affecting him as well. And to constantly lie, like I've become a pathological liar. Like I can lie like this because for 10 months I've had to lie, and for 10 months I haven't been able to show him off, and all these horrible things where, as when I was in a relationship with a girl in the past, we did a photo shoot together and I put it everywhere, and I was like, look at my beautiful girlfriend, but I'm not allowed to say look at my beautiful boyfriend. And yeah, that's horrible. Even though he understood and he's been amazing in this whole process, like he finally is like, I'm appreciated, and like I'm also part of Brandon's life, and I'm not just part of his life.
Friends and family, when did all these people find out, and how was it for you to tell them, and how did they react?
Okay, so this is actually so bad because my current boyfriend was at my house and we were in my room, and he is an out gay man, so my family knew that he was gay.
Yeah.
And my sister took it upon herself to listen next to the door And
oh no,
yeah,
really?
she
Oh my
obviously
God.
heard things that she didn't want to hear, and she then messaged me while he was still in the house saying, Brandon, I know what you said, I've heard things, what the hell's going on, blah blah blah, while he's still in my room. So I was obviously freaking out.
Shame.
Eventually he left, and I obviously had to tell her. And then my mom was actually the only person that I sat down and told. She was the only one that I physically like sat down and told. And she was actually okay. My mom didn't take it that badly. She just said that she'll love me no matter what. And she told my dad, and my dad didn't take it too well. But he's gotten over it, and already like last week was Mother's Day, and we both went to my parents' house, and my dad's getting on really well with him, and
That's so nice.
yeah, everything like comes together. And that's also a thing that I was really, really scared of. And I think for people who are in the closet, just know that even if you think they will never, ever, ever be okay with it, like they do eventually.
They have to.
They have to.
I mean,
Yeah. So that's been really, really nice. And everyone else, all my friends and stuff, it was just a message. It was like sent a picture and was like, that's my boyfriend.
and then, so your sister, she wasn't upset or anything. I'm sure she kind of accepted
She actually didn't. Like a lot of people were like, oh, but we all knew. But if you know me personally, I like denied it till I died.
Because I always thought your sister has known since you were like 5. I've always thought that because you guys are so close.
Yes, and
So for her, it must have been like, what? Why didn't you just tell me?
exactly. It was such a shock for her, and she wasn't upset about what I was telling her, but it was because that I hadn't told her, I think. And she was just like, I'm your best friend. Like, why didn't you feel like you could tell me? But it's not about that I couldn't tell her. It's that I wasn't
Yourself.
comfortable in myself.
Yeah. And now it's been a few days and it's all out there, and your parents know, your sister knows,
My friends know.
some of your fans know. I mean, how does this feel? Do you just feel liberated?
Yeah, it really, really, really does feel nice. Like, as I said, I never want it to be like a huge thing of me, but it feels so nice to just be able to just not have to lie. Because it's horrible.
Exhausting.
It's absolutely exhausting,
Yeah.
and you don't feel good at the end of the day. And it's really strengthened my and Neil's relationship as well, because obviously, like, when I would go to a mall, I would have a panic attack if I went with Neil, because I would know if I saw a friend or if I saw a fan or whatever, it would be like, no, I have to make up a story. And if he would put his hand on my leg like this, I would hit it away. And it's like, that's not a relationship.
Yeah.
So it's been really good. It's been really, really nice. And I think people are getting used to it, like, especially our generation. It's been amazing. Like, I was expecting 1 or 2 bad comments, and literally I think there's like 400 comments on that picture, and every single one is love you, love you, love you, oh my god, love you, love you, love you, love you, heart, whatever.
Yeah. Remember that we do live in a very sort of liberal society. That doesn't mean that everyone is going to take it well. Of course, it's going to be difficult.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think take advantage of the fact that we live in like a cool world now.
Exactly.
Before we end off, I do want to just mention that whole video that we did once called Sex and Sexuality. I really did think you were gay when I first met you.
I know most people do.
I was like, oh my god, he's gonna be my new gay best friend. It's kind of embarrassing for the two of us.
Yeah.
I can't remember the whole video, but I know it was very much about sexuality. I feel like I didn't know you that well then, and I thought that maybe you already knew that you were bisexual or whatever, and I thought that you were going to say you were, I think, on camera, and then you didn't, and I was sort of a little bit shocked. So anyway, I just want to say, like, I'm sorry if that was sort of a bit of a peer pressure move, or if I was just being very
You were
rude.
pushing me out that closet.
Brandon, I just want to thank you so much for being in this video, because
Thanks for having me.
I have always sort of wanted to do a video about this topic, but it's very hard for me to sit here as a straight girl and speak about what it's like to come out or to think about coming out. So really thank you for sharing your story, as they say.
Thanks for having me on the Theo show.
Yeah, I was thrilled. I must admit, I really was.
Theo.
And I think everyone is thrilled for you, and I just hope that it can inspire other people to do the same thing for their own happiness. And then also, if you aren't ready, then don't push yourself to do anything. Wait until the right moment and seek advice. Go on YouTube. There's loads and loads of amazing coming out videos.
Yeah.
So
Number 1, tell people who are closest to you. Number 2, become comfortable with yourself. Number 3, tell everyone.
yeah, it's a great way to end it. Thanks so much.
Brands, unfortunately, still hasn't had sex. He really wants to, but he hasn't. I don't know, maybe... Theo, I'm saving the right girl for a special place in my heart.